So the morning of, I wake up and go to church with my family. I had told my boss that I was going to come in late and that I'll be there about noon. So about 12 o'clock, start heading to work. I call her and she says, yeah, they could still use me. So when I get there, the sky's overcast. It had been raining for about 2 hours and everyone was off the beach and all the lifeguards were hanging out in the substation just waiting for the storm to pass. And our boss announced that we're going to send most of the people home and only a few would stay and just patrol up and down the beach on ATVs. So I asked her, I was like, well, I just got here from being late and can I just stay for the rest of the day and patrol? And she's like, yeah, there's no problem, we'll let you go on. So they had me train another lifeguard who had not been on an ATV before, and I take him down south a little bit, just riding on the beach, explain to him what to do on a four-wheeler, how to look at the ocean as well as right in front of you so you don't run over any kids. And after I finish training him, I send him up north to go patrol. And about 5 minutes later, I hear on the radio, he says, Jesse, we're going to need you to come up north a little bit. We've got a possible missing person, which is no problem, not a big deal. We have multiple missing people every day. So I turn around and head up north to where he was at. And as I'm going there, my boss, who's a police officer, just starts flying by me. Sirens, lights, and everything. And so I just put in full gear and started following her. When we get there, it turns out that the missing person was a downed victim in the water. There was about 4 people who were on a raft and a wave had come and knocked them all off. And luckily the 3 of them had made it onto a sandbar and gone the rest of the way in the water. But one of them didn't make it to the sandbar. One of the 3 had heard him yell help, looked back, and he was gone. So he got his brother, actually, had gone on to the beach, called for the lifeguard and said, I can't find my brother, I think he went down in the water. So when I got there, we immediately started doing line searches, which is where lifeguards line up perpendicular to the water and dive under, swim forward a couple seconds, come back up, and repeat for about 100 yards. And we patrolled the same area doing line searches about 5 different times. After the 5th time, we decided that we were gonna continue on forward, go a little bit further down the beach. So when we got to the end of it, we just continued on. And after about the 3rd dive down underwater, the guard, 2 people next to me, came up holding a foot, just screaming, I've got him, I've got him. So I just went into not emotionless mode, just doing what needed to be done. Swam over to him, grabbed the body, got my arm under his arm, wrapped around his head, supporting his head. Started pulling him onto the shore while he was just throwing up blood and seawater and spit, just everything that he had swallowed while he was under there. And when we got to the shore, the kid that had first pulled him up just stopped dead and started crying, just couldn't handle what was going on. But me and the other guard continued to pull him up and put him on the dry sand. And luckily by that time, the EMS and the paramedics had gotten there, and so we just backed off and let them deal with him. Helped them carry him, put him on a backboard, helped him carry him onto a truck, and sent him off the beach toward the hospital. When all that was done with, we went back to the substation. Had a little talk about what just happened, and the police had sent over the town therapist to talk to us all and make sure we were all doing okay. We all talked to him individually and as a group, and he said that he would either start feeling it immediately and just break down, or just be quiet, however you deal with a situation like that, or he would feel it months later. And honestly, I still haven't processed what had happened. It's just some 19-year-old kid from Jamaica who'd come to visit the States for a little bit, gone to the beach not knowing how to swim, knocked off on a raft, and his family never got to talk to him again.